If the following weather forecast seems kind of familiar, like you heard it all before, that's because you have. The weather for the next week is going to be exactly like the weather we had for most of April and much of March before that. I'm Thomas, and this is Blame the Weather. Hey everyone, and welcome to Blame the Weather, Ireland's only YouTube weather forecast. I hope you got a chance to enjoy the nice sunny weather we had over the last couple of days, because it is going to be the last bit of good weather we'll get for quite some time. The prevailing weather situation, which allowed a large upwelling of warm air to come up from the Canaries in northern Africa, is collapsing much sooner than I had anticipated. This means that a very familiar North Atlantic weather pattern is developing again, bringing a series of low pressure areas in from the North Atlantic, and we all know what that means. Rain, cool temperatures, and wind. Monday, April 23rd doesn't actually start that bad. Morning temperatures are still relatively mild at around 9 degrees, and daytime highs will still barely make it into the low teens with 13 degrees. The nighttime lows still aren't that bad, once again with 9, maybe even 10 degrees, but that's the last time that's gonna happen for the foreseeable future. The day will start off dry, however by lunchtime light rain will move in. This light rain will turn heavy towards the evening before clearing around midnight. All this will take place in still relatively calm to potentially fresh winds, mostly from southwesterly directions. Tuesday, April 24th, is going to be the first of the cool days of this week. Morning temperatures will come in at around 6 degrees before rising to 11, maybe 12 degrees at lunchtime. The following night temperatures will be much lower with around 5 degrees. Once again, it'll be a dry start to the day. However, by the mid to late morning, light rain is going to move in. This is going to turn persistent for a time around lunchtime and into the afternoon before clearing by the evening. Once again, winds will be mostly calm coming from southwesterly directions. Wednesday, April 25th, is going to start off cool with around 6 degrees. Daytime highs will barely even make it into the double digits with 10 degrees possible if we're lucky. And the night is going to be really cool with around 4 degrees, maybe even below that. Light rain will already start around mid-morning, and it'll turn persistent and potentially heavy around lunchtime before clearing in the late afternoon or evening. Winds will be mostly fresh, although a few strong gusts are possible, once again mostly from southwesterly directions. The general outlook is basically more of the same. The frequency of rain showers and persistent rain will increase, and temperatures will barely make it into the double digits with 10, 11, maybe 12 degrees, usually the maximum of what we can hope for. As it stands, it looks as if Friday evening and Saturday are going to be the worst days of this week, with a pretty strong North Atlantic low moving through, though that is still pretty uncertain considering how far out in the future that is. Beyond that, I don't really see any mild weather developing until at least the middle of the first week of May, if we're lucky. I wish I had better news for you, but that's how it is at the moment. And that's all from me today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss any more of my videos, be sure to click the subscribe button and also the little notification bell. If you know someone who could use these kinds of forecasts, no matter how good or bad they may be sure to share the video. And if you have any feedback, criticism, comments, questions, anything of that nature, be sure to check the comment section below and put it down there. Also, feel free to check the video description for my other blogs and my social media channels. And why don't you give me a follow or like over there as well. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, don't blame me, blame the weather. Especially with this kind of forecast.